The battle for Bakhmut rages on, as Kyiv's troops continue to hold out against a relentless Russian offensive. The fighting has been described as hellish, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The city of Bakhmut, located in eastern Ukraine, has become a key battleground in the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Moscow sees capturing the city as a major objective in its quest to seize the full territory of the surrounding Donbas region. But Kyiv is determined to defend the city at all costs, seeing it as a symbol of resistance against Russian aggression. The winter offensive launched by Russia has been the bloodiest fighting of the war so far. Despite losing ground throughout the second half of 2022, Russia made use of hundreds of thousands of reservists called up late last year to launch a fierce trench warfare campaign. But apart from Bakhmut, Russia's offensive has produced no notable gains, failing to seize ground in Luhansk province further north and taking heavy losses in particular around Vuhledar to the south. Ukrainian troops have been reinforcing positions west of Bakhmut in apparent preparation for a possible retreat, but so far they have not decided to pull out. The defense is holding, albeit in grim conditions. The situation in Bakhmut and around it is utter hell, as it is on the entire eastern front, said Volodymyr Nazarenko, a Ukrainian commander in Bakhmut, in a video posted on Telegram. The battle for Bakhmut has also highlighted a feud between Russia's military and the Wagner private army leading its assault. Wagner's boss, Yevgeny Prigozhin, has demanded more ammunition and accused ministry officials of treason for failing to supply adequate ammunition to his forces, something the ministry has denied. On Monday morning, Prigozhin said his representative at operational headquarters had had his pass cancelled and been denied access. Despite the intense fighting and the potential fall of Bakhmut, Washington said that it would not necessarily give Moscow momentum in the war. "I think it is more of a symbolic value than it is strategic and operational value," said U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, speaking to reporters in the Middle East. He added that he would not predict when or if Ukrainian troops might leave the city. Kyiv sees the defense of Bakhmut as crucial to determining the future course of the war. Russia's losses in trying to seize a city reduced to rubble could destroy its combat power ahead of decisive battles later this year. President Volodymyr Zelensky's office said he had discussed the operation on Monday with his Chief of the General Staff and Commander of Ground Forces, who both spoke in favor of continuing the defensive operation and further strengthening positions in Bakhmut. The Institute for War Studies think tank said it was still not clear whether Ukraine would pull out of Bakhmut or stay on to continue wearing down the Russian force. Either way, Moscow's offensive appears to be reaching its high water mark. The likely imminent culmination of the Russian offensive around Bakhmut before or after its fall, the already culminated Russian offensive around Vuhledar, and the stalling Russian offensive in Luhansk Oblast are likely setting robust conditions for a future Ukrainian counteroffensive, its researchers wrote. As the fighting in Bakhmut continues, the world watches and waits to see how this